Hello everyone, this is Dr. Kishore Shetty from AJ Institute of Engineering and Technology and welcome you all to the video lecture on solar grade silicon. In the previous video we have seen how the photovoltaic cell works, and we know that elemental silicon is the main semiconductor material used in photovoltaic cells, and photovoltaic cell is the device which converts solar energy into electrical energy. The pure silicon being a semiconductor, so its conductivity can be increased by the process of doping, mainly n-type doping and p-type doping. When silicon is doped with the arsenic or phosphorus, it gives n-type semiconductors. Similarly, when silicon is doped with the boron, it gives p-type semiconductors. So we discussed how the p-n junction is used in solar cells in order to produce electrical energy from solar energy. In this video, let us see how the solar grade silicon is produced. Dear friends, the usual source of silicon is quartz, silica or sand. So source of silicon is quartz or silica or sand. Sand is nothing but silicon dioxide, quartz. So this sand is melted in the presence of coke and reduced to silicon in an electric furnace at over 1900 degrees Celsius. Silicon dioxide, silica, is reduced using coke, carbon, tooled silicon and carbon monoxide. Now here carbon in the form of coke is the reducing agent. Now this is the reducing agent. Carbon or coke reduces silicon dioxide to silica and carbon is oxidized. So here carbon is oxidized to carbon monoxide. This molten silicon is separated from the bottom of the surface. So we call it as crude silicon, obtained after the reduction of silicon dioxide. This silicon is further subjected for refining process by treating with oxygen and slag forming additives like sand or limestone. So silica whatever obtained is called crude silicon. We call it as crude silicon. So crude silicon that we get from this process is further refined. Refining means what? Purification. So it is treated with oxygen or once again with the sand, silicon dioxide, or with the limestone. The metallic elements in the silicon are oxidized once again to silicon dioxide and it forms slag with silica and limestone. So the natural silica quartz, it contains some impurities, many impurities. So it is reduced to silicon, okay, and carbon is oxidized to carbon monoxide. So whatever the silicon obtained is called crude silicon. Now this crude silicon is further oxidized to silicon dioxide. So this silicon dioxide is pure compared to this one. This is naturally available. Now this is the crude silicon is converted using oxygen or pure silicon dioxide. So slag formation. So here we will get better purity silicon dioxide compared to what silicon dioxide used here. Now further, this silicon dioxide, SiO2, silicon dioxide, is treated with the metal, so calcium. So we can use calcium carbonate. Now that gives silicon dioxide. Then calcium, it reduces silicon dioxide to silica, plus it forms calcium oxide. Similarly, by treating with the aluminum, silicon dioxide gives silicon plus aluminum oxide, Al2O3, Al2O3. Similarly, silicon dioxide when treated with magnesium, then it gives silicon plus magnesium oxide. So here the silicon dioxide what we have obtained by the oxidation or by treating with the slag forming additives like sand, on treatment with the calcium it gives silicon, then calcium oxide, and aluminum oxide, then magnesium oxide. The silicon that is obtained here after this process is approximately 99% pure, and it is called metallurgical grade silicon. Metallurgical grade silicon. Now this metallurgical grade silicon is converted into semiconductor grade. So we need more purity than this in order to have a small conductance, semiconductor nature. So next let us see how we can convert this metallurgical grade silicon into solar grade silicon. The steps involved in the conversion of metallurgical grade silicon to solar grade silicon or semiconductor grade silicon are: first one, synthesis of silicon hydride, what we called silanes. Now here metallurgical grade silicon is treated with the hydrochloric acid, then we get hydrides, metal silicon hydrides. We get silanes, silicon hydrides or silanes. So hydrogen chloride then followed by treating with hydrogen gas, will get silicon hydrides or silanes. Then it involves purification of silane by fractional distillation process, and decomposition of silane, conversion of silane to pure silicon, then removal of byproducts. Let us see these steps one by one. Now here the first step is metallurgical grade silicon is treated with hydrogen chloride gas, hydrochloric gas at 300 degrees Celsius, and it is converted into SiHCl3. It is called a trichlorosilane. And of course it gives hydrogen gas. So 3 molecule of hydrogen chloride, or silicon with the 4 hydrochloric acid gives silicon tetrachloride plus hydrogen gas. Now small amount of tetrachlorosilane is also formed. Now this is the minor product and this is the major product. major product. Now this is the minor product, major product. Now this is the minor product, small amount. This is major one. Now silicon tetrachloride, that is SiCl4, can be reduced with the hydrogen gas at 1000 degrees Celsius in a reactor to HSiCl3 plus hydrochloric acid. Now the purified trichlorosilane, now this is the trichlorosilane. Now here we have trichlorosilane, this is the major product. Now this minor product once again converted into hydrogen trichlorosilane. Now this trichlorosilane, the purified form, is passed through a fixed bed column filled with quaternary ammonium ion exchange resin. So it acts as a catalyst. Then we can convert into dichlorosilanes. HSiCl3 to H2SiCl2 plus silicon tetrachloride. Now this is trichlorosilane. So pass through a column with quaternary ammonium ion exchanger. Pass it through ion exchange. As a result, we get dichlorosilane. Now this is called dichlorosilane. Dichlorosilane. So silicon tetrachloride, whatever we obtained, is recycled to the hydrogenation reactor. Now the dichlorosilane that is obtained here is separated by fractional distillation. So we go for fractional distillation method, and the trichlorosilane is recycled to the ion exchange resin column. So silane is separated by fractional distillation. Now here we get 3H2SiCl2 in the presence of quaternary ammonium salt. We get SiH4 plus 2HSiCl3. Now dichlorosilane, on passing through quaternary ammonium once again with the ion exchange resin with the H2SiCl2, it is converted to silane. Now this is silane, silicon tetrahydride. Now they are separated by once again fractional distillation using ion exchangers. Now silane, that is SiH4, is further purified by distillation, then passed through a heated chemical vapor deposition reactor containing silicon seeds or silicon seed rods. On the surface of these seed rods, silane decomposes to silicon and it is deposited in ultra pure form. Now silane, that is silicon tetrahydride, is purified by distillation process using a chemical vapor deposition reactor method. It contains mounted silicon seed rods. So here silicon or silane is decomposed to give silicon, and it is deposited in the form of ultra pure form silicon. Now this ultra pure form of silicon is called solar grade silicon. Now this is solar grade silicon. Now this solar grade silicon or semiconductor grade silicon, now the production of this ultra pure solar grade silicon passing through a heated silicon rod at its melting point is called zone refining process. Now whatever the solar grade silicon obtained here is better quality, better grade, or it is called ultra pure silicon, and this silicon can be used for the manufacture of photovoltaic cells. Dear friends, this is about the production of solar grade silicon, and this process is called union carbide process. Dear friends, let me recall quickly. So we are discussing about production of solar grade silicon by union carbide process. So silicon is the main material used as a semiconductor in solar cells. You know, semiconductor has less electrical conductance that can be improved by either by at high temperature or by the process of adding elemental impurities. We call it as doping. So before doping we need a pure silicon. So how we can prepare pure silicon or solar grade silicon? Silicon source is silicon dioxide or silica or sand. So this silicon dioxide first converted into silicon by the process of reduction with coke or carbon. So here carbon is oxidized, silicon dioxide is reduced. So this pure silicon once again purified by treating with the pure silicon dioxide in presence of silicon dioxide and a limestone. So here we have the silica is reduced to silicon and calcium converted into its oxide. So this is how we can purify. With aluminum it gives silica and aluminum oxide, and magnesium it gives silicon and magnesium oxide. So silicon whatever we obtained here is 99% pure, and it is called metallurgical grade silicon. So next method involves conversion of this metallurgical grade silicon into solar grade silicon. It involves mainly 4 steps. One is synthesis of silicon hydride, that is silane, and purification of silane by fractional distillation process, and decomposition finally, and removal of byproducts. The reactions involved here is silicon with the hydrogen chloride gas at 300 degrees Celsius to get trichlorosilane. Now this is the major product, and with the hydrochloric acid it gives minor product as tetrachloride silicon. Now this tetrachloride silane it can be converted into the major product trichlorosilane by reduction with hydrogen at high temperature. Now this hydrogen trichlorosilane is passed through a ion exchanger with the quaternary ammonium compound, and it gives dichlorosilane. Now this dichlorosilane is converted into silane by the process of decomposition, distillation, and finally by passing through the heated silicon rod, then we can convert this silane into solar grade silicon. This is the pure form. So further it can be purified by the process called zone refining process. Dear friends, this is about the production of solar grade silicon. So once we get a solar grade silicon or semiconductor grade silicon, then we can subject this one for doping, mainly N type of doping and P type doping. Then that semiconductor diode or PN diode, we can use it in the device photovoltaic cell. So we can construct photovoltaic cells using this PN junction. As a result, we can convert the solar energy into electrical energy. Therefore, silicon semiconductor plays very important role as a semiconductor in constructing photovoltaic cells. Thank you.